Bonjour, bonjour. I'm Angel. I'm the language coach over at FrenchLover.org and the creator of this Facebook page. And today I would like to give you a little tour of my one-on-one coaching program, which is called the High Road to Fluency. So first off, what is the High Road to Fluency? As I said, it's a one-on-one coaching program over 8 weeks, and it is designed to help you achieve the fluency that you need in French. It is for people who, like you, have already studied French before, but have not reached a level which is good enough or sufficient enough to do what you want to do in your life. For example, you might be working with French, you might have to talk to clients or maybe to colleagues in French, and your French is not good enough for that, or it's good but you don't really feel at ease, you don't really feel fluent. The High Road to Fluency is designed to make you at ease in these situations, to up your French skills to the point that you feel it flowing from you and you don't second guess anymore. This is the High Road to Fluency. And how do we do that? We do it over 16 sessions, so that's 2 sessions per week. Each session is 40 minutes. And then, of course, there is a lot of work which you have to do on your side, where you will do some homework. You will also receive grammar exercises and everything basically that you need to become better, more fluent, more sure of your French skills. And we work from a Google Drive. It's a shared Google Drive folder in which I put everything that you need, and you also do your homework in that drive. And I also put the recordings of the session, because every session in the High Road to Fluency is recorded. So you have the session with me, but you can listen to it as much as you want afterwards because you get the recording. And I would like to show you the inside of the drive right now. So 1 second. So that's what it looks like. It's basically a Google Drive. This one belongs to me and my student Kimball. Kimball is an entrepreneur and a classical musician, so that's why he has things about French Liszt and stuff like that. That's because basically it's his topic, but of course when it will be you, it will be replaced by your topic. And so we take notes. I can show you the notes that we take during a session. For example, this is session 4. And there wasn't a lot of notes on this one because we worked a lot on writing, but basically I write down the new words and also some grammar in here. And for every session you get one document with the new vocabulary and the new words. I can show you, for example, the session 1, which was much bigger. So yeah, it can be up to 3 pages of those if it's really a lot. This one was 2 pages. It's quite commonly 1 to 2 pages. You get a lot of links to, in this session, for example, he got the gender record, which is a very important thing that we use to deal with French genders. Yes, and every session, as I told you, is recorded, so that's why you see those files. It's just a recording of a session. I record it for you and I put it in the drive. And then I will show you how we deal with mistakes in writing. So the way it works on the High Road to Fluency is that we first identify what's most important, what you have to solve most, and also what's easiest to solve. Those are what I call the red mistakes. Those are mistakes that prevent you from understanding, or more like that prevents the people who are listening to you from understanding what you say, and that you can also easily hack out. You can repair them very easily with just one little thing. So those are red, and typically we wipe them off in the first sessions, and then we move on to the orange mistakes. The orange mistakes are more like grammar mistakes, which they aren't going to prevent anyone from understanding you, but they can make it difficult to read what you write, and also they can make you pass as not very educated or not very good at French. So that's why we tackle them next. And then finally, in the last few sessions, we have yellow mistakes, as I call them, the very little things, the nice to have the last things. And so it looks like this in an exercise that someone does. You can, maybe I can come closer. You can see that, for example, this La Europe is a very, it's a red mistake in the sense that it's, okay, it's not going to prevent anyone from understanding you, but it's really easy to understand that if it starts with a vowel, then you have to remove the A, and it's just a thing you have to know it once and for all, and then it becomes l'Europe. And then you have this one, it's yellow. The thing with il a fait son soutien is I don't really even understand myself what it is, so it's a little bit of a concern. We need to change that, but it's not as urgent to change as stuff like La Europe, because this is really, really easy to change. So that's how we work. We tackle the most easiest, the most important, and the biggest concern for understanding first, and then we move on to things which are longer to fix but are not that critical. And then finally in the last sessions we brush off very little nice to have, how to sound more French-like. Like we really start with, okay, how to get understood, then how to sound correct, and then eventually how to sound closer to a native. And this we do it over 8 weeks in the High Road to Fluency. You also will receive grammar exercises which will be personalized to you. I put them in a special folder. So in the case of this student, he has already received things about imparfait, subjunctive. It's pretty much often the same, but we start with the ones that are the most important to you and the ones that get the most in your way. And yes, sorry, what did I want to say afterwards? Oh, I wanted to show you that there are also bonuses to this course. So the bonuses are an ebook which is called Smarter Language Goals, and my e-course Time for Language Learning, which maybe you have heard of. It's an e-course which teaches you how to find time in your busy schedule to learn a language, or in that case, to learn French. I will put my face. And okay, so how to know if this is for you? How are you going to figure out, how can you know that this program is for you? This is for you if there are 3 conditions which are met. First off, you are able to define fluency. So what is fluency? The thing is, everybody is going to give a different definition of that, but you as a person, you should be able to define it for yourself. If you would be fluent, or if you are fluent, what does that mean? What can you do? If you are able to understand this question, then it is a good sign that this program is going to be for you, because it is the high road to fluency. But in order to go somewhere, I need to know where you want to go, and fluency is different for everyone. If you can define your fluency, I can take you there. So that was the first condition. The second condition is that you have studied French already. I don't accept beginners on this program, because becoming fluent from 0 in 2 months, I know it's everybody's dreams, and you even have books and websites promising that to you and apps and shit, but let's face it, it's not the easiest, okay? So this program is intended for people who have already studied French and have already some knowledge of French, even if they are not fluent yet. So if you have, you know if you're an intermediate student, you know if you have had a lot of French already, if you have studied French for years or maybe only for months, but if you're able to speak at around level A2 or B1, if you know what that means, then that's a good level to start. So if you are able to have kind of a conversation-ish, but it's very difficult for you at the moment, that's the level that you need to be at to start. Someone who is able to somewhat speak, but not really good, that's the person I'm looking for in this program. And then finally, and most importantly, the third reason why you should join the High Road to Fluency is because you are ready to put in the work. Because you don't magically grab a language. Languages do not descend upon you like that. I know it sucks, but it's work, okay? And particularly, you need to be ready to work. You need to be ready to show up for the sessions, to do your homework, to work together with me and share your struggles. And particularly, you need to be also ready to be kind to yourself, because it kind of sucks learning a language because your brain is trying hard to just not learn. I'm not sure if you noticed that. For example, I just mentioned like a while ago, Gender Hacker. It's a set of cards which I created in order for people, for like my students to understand the genders of French. To like, sorry, I'm going to put that down. It's going to be easier. I will move less. Yes. It's Gender Hacker is a set of cards which there are only 39 cards, and the ending of the words lets you know the gender, if it's feminine or masculine in French. It's very convenient. It's, by the way, actually free. I will also put the link in the comment if you want to check it out. You can totally have it for free. So the most common thing I say in a class of the I Road to Fluency is check the Gender Hacker. Because even if the student has studied it on and on and on, there will always be mistakes coming up. And not always, there won't always be mistakes coming up, sorry. There will be mistakes coming up on and on and on until there's no mistakes. So you need to really be ready to be kind to yourself, trust the process, and accept that you're going to make mistakes, but you're going to make them less and less until they entirely disappear. So this is the third thing. Let me just recap the three things. First off, you can define fluency for yourself. You know where you're going. If you know what fluency should look like for you, if you know what you should be able to do when you're fluent, then this is for you. You have studied French in the past and you already have some knowledge of French. And finally, you are ready to work on learning, and you also are ready to be kind to yourself and accept the process. It's a 2-month program, 8 weeks, 2 sessions per week. The link is above this video. That was the tour of High Road to Fluency, and I'm Angel, and I will see you very soon. Yeah. By the way, don't forget to keep learning.